lawful wedded husband.
To be my...
Barbara not Barbara Jean's heart. With a tramp like you?
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you. I myself the slut of Springfield!
Son of a bitch in heat.
I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. Hey beautiful people, how are y'all doing? What's up? What's going on? How you feel? Tell me how your mama and them. Anyway, before we get into all that, hi, this is Ranting with Ricardo. We're here for them soaps. Okay, this is a GH recap. I don't know why else you would be over here unless you were here for my plethora of sisters reviews, you know, my favorite primetime soap, or my plethora of, you know, Creative Sims videos. Y'all go check that out. I just recently dropped, you know, a Creative Sim for Maggie from the Buzz on Maggie, Hades from Hercules, the animated series, animated movie, and also Angel, aka Experiment 624 from the Lilo and Stitch animated, you know, series that was on Disney Channel. Or, you know, my plethora of other reviews and recaps that I've done on this channel. Yes, yes, yes. And we got some great things coming. Okay, be looking out. I'm almost done with the first season of Xena, the Warrior Princess. Yes, that girl, love her. Almost done, and I'll be coming to y'all with a live around your corner, around your block, on your local listings of YouTube lives. Okay, but before we get to, you know, this recap, don't forget to check out everything, like hitting that subscription button, hitting that notification bell so you can be updated about all the things I just mentioned before. And also, don't forget to hit them links in the description box down below and check that community tab. Let me tell y'all something. They playing games with us. Over here trying to snatch voting rights away, trying to make it seem like voting rights aren't important, that our votes don't matter, when in reality our votes do matter. Your votes do count. If it didn't count, if it didn't matter, then why the hell would we have to vote anyway? That just tell you something. We got the vote. Okay, voting is important, so make sure y'all are registered to vote. Hit the vote.gov and the vote.org. Make sure y'all get out here and register to vote. I will be out voting tomorrow. Okay, I will be out voting tomorrow, and I will make me a little short showing y'all me going to vote. But make sure y'all get out to all the local elections, city council, school board, sheriff. I think we vote for our attorney general. I'm gonna have to get back to y'all on that. Everybody, you are the catalyst in the change, and y'all got to get out here and register to vote and make sure y'all get out there on election days and get to the little elections and the big elections. All of them matter because it's a trickle up system. Who's gonna represent you down to the city council when it comes to, you know, the street lights, and if you want the people to come and pick up the trash on this day, and when it comes to these property taxes, because you know they're making the property taxes go up. But listen, get out there and vote. Hit them links in the description box down below. And let's get into GH. Okay, this is something real quick, something real light. Jocelyn over there, she went to Dex's house and she apologizing to Dex for, you know, the things that she said to him and breaking up with him after he was like, you know, I would have unalived somebody for Sonny. And she apologizes and just so happy they could be together. But I feel like this will be the catalyst for her helping Christina. This is going to be the catalyst to her becoming an actual doctor. Okay, like an MD. Like she worked down to GH. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's what we're going to see with her, because she's worried about if she possibly caused any issues, if she, you know, didn't act fast enough. And she was like, you know, I have this sinking feeling that either Christina or the baby aren't going to make it. So that's what's going on with her. And eventually, by the end of the episode, her and Dex is in the bed, you know, bumping and grinding. Natalia takes Blaze away from the hospital because she's like, listen, it's family here. We're not family like that. Let's, you know, go. So they end up leaving. They end up getting some soups. First of all, chicken soup does not help blood sugar, I don't think, but okay, I'm not a doctor. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, so they're talking, they're reminiscing, they're having a heart to heart, and you know, Natalia is just so happy that Ava outed, like, you know, outed her words, because she finally got to hear how stupid she sounded. And Blaze is worried that she's not going to be able to have any more time with Christina because nobody knows what's going to happen to Christina at this point. And she was like, I almost missed out on her. I almost missed loving her because I was so afraid of being myself. So she's worried. Now she does get a call from Jordan, and Jordan does tell her, hey, the baby, Christina made it through the C-section, but the baby didn't make it. Yep, y'all heard it right. The baby was a girl. It was a little baby girl. She did not make it. Y'all know Christina landed on her stomach. Had a lot of internal injuries. Um the placenta detached from the uterus, and there was a placental abruption. And the placenta is what gives the baby its nutrients, and the baby ended up passing away. Oh, so sad, so sad. When are we ever going to get a regular birth on General Hospital? And I mean, like, none of these issues, like nobody getting thrown down embankments, nobody getting thrown out of windows, nobody's blood sugar dropping, nobody getting gestational diabetes, nobody, getting kidnapped, threw in trunks, kidnapped and hidden in bunkers, shot in the head, um, having to have emergency C-sections, just a normal, regular, degular, schmegular birth. Like, you know who had a normal birth? Um, Tom Hardy Jr. He had a normal birth. His paternity was up in the air, but he had a normal birth. You know who had a normal birth? Georgie, Georgie Jones Sr. She had a normal birth. Granted, it was at Luke's, but it was still normal. Who the last time somebody had a normal birth? Uh, Michael wasn't normal. Morgan wasn't normal. Jocelyn's wasn't normal. Avery's wasn't normal. Wiley's wasn't normal. Nor was Amelia's. Um, Leo. I believe Leo's birth was normal. I believe Leo was a normal birth because Scouts wasn't normal, and neither was Danny's. Girl, we just need to have somebody give a normal birth. Brooklyn, girl, I know you about to be running you as a record label and everything, but go ahead and get pregnant so we can get a normal birth up out of here. Because none of, and I mean none of, was James a normal? I think James was a normal birth. I feel like James was a normal, regular, degular, schmegular birth. I feel like James was a super duper normal birth. I can't remember. I'm just gonna tell you now. It's been a long time since we've seen just like a regular, like nothing goes wrong with this type of pregnancy. My God. Anyway, the baby passed away. Christina's crying because she wakes up and they tell her she's the first person to know that the baby passed away. It's a little girl. It's the first time they find out what the at birth gender of the baby was. And like she's crying, she's calling for Molly. They end up sending Molly up in there, and she tells her, and they're just crying and everything. So Molly comes out, she sends Alexis in, and Alexis is just loving on her child and everything. And Alexis is like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. And then Christina's eyes roll back into the back of her head, and then alarms start going off. So she has to run into the hallway and get somebody to come up in here. Now, out in the hallway, at some point, TJ was talking to his mama, and he was like, I want to blame Christina for all this because what was she doing in Ava's room? This basically all her fault. And granted, he's angry because he just lost the child, so nobody should tell you how to grieve. You could be angry, you could be sad, you could be static, however, whatever your grieving process is, you do that. But I just want to point out that you treated Christina like an incubator and you've never liked her. So it really wouldn't matter to you if something did happen to Christina. You would have rejoiced if Christina would have passed and that baby would have lived. That's all I'm saying. That's what the writing gives. He definitely would have rejoiced if the baby had lived and something bad happened to Christina. Dante came down there because Anna sent him about his way because, you too close to this, you family, all that stuff, you can't be here. So Ava's still lying to Dante, but before he got there, he was down there questioning Ava. She's still lying about the event of how everything happened, and she's trying to manipulate the situation. So Ava sends him on his way. Mind you, Ava is staring at Trina. Trina is staring at Ava from behind the glass because Trina's on the outside. She's a witness. She saw Ava Go to the window, look out, and close them drapes. Now, she, Anna sends Chase in there to get Ava's statement. Once again, Ava's lying. Ava's trying to manipulate. Anna takes Trina's statement. At first, I thought Trina was going to lie for Ava, but she tell the truth. Listen, I looked up, was trying to see where she came from. What I saw was Ava at the window, and she closed the drapes. So when Ava comes out, Trina's like, "Can I speak to her?" And they speak, and Ava wants to know what's going on. And she tells her, and she's like, "Did you see anything?" She was like, "I saw you." And she wanted to go get some coffee with Trina, but Anna was like, "No, no, no. Listen, I'm gonna need you to stay because, you know, the crime scene unit, they're still at your suite. Your statement needs to be transcribed, and I may need to go over this with you." And Ava was like, "Fine, I'm not talking," because she was trying to get up out of there. As soon as she heard that the crime scene unit was still in her suite, she was trying to get up out of there. But she was like, "Fine, I'm not talking." Call Scott Baldwin. Chase is like, she hiding something. And we all know she's hiding something because honestly, it really would have been an accident had they really would have classified it as an accident had Ava not ran around that room hiding in bags and throwing stuff around trying to make it seem like her and Christina had gotten to this huge argument and Christina came stomping in there throwing stuff around and then she tripped over a pair of heels. Them heels aren't There's not enough force behind them heels for her to go flying through that window and then her closing the drapes. So Ava about to get herself caught up in that aspect on top of the fact that Sonny has had Brick's people taking pictures of everything going on in that suite. So they have pictures of what happened in that suite. Now, Molly went off on Sonny. Because Sonny wanted to go in the room and check on Christina, and Molly blocked the door and she was like, "You're the reason my sister is here. You're the reason my sister is going through this. She went to Ava's suite to talk to her because of you. You're the reason. This is all your fault. It's your fault Christina's here, and it's your fault my daughter is dead." So Sonny leaves. High emotions. Um Alexis has already called, Sam to let her know what's going on. Jordan wants to know if Ava has been arrested, and Dante's like, "I can't tell you that." And he was like, Jordan was like, "But he was like, "Listen, you too close, and I'm too close because we're family. To the baby, to the mama of the baby, they didn't already set me down, so I can't tell you that." So the episode ends with Sonny going up to the roof of the hospital and taking off his jacket and replaying every single moment over the past few months, especially with his medication being, dropped the way it was, and him feeling like everybody's against him. Replaying every single moment over the last few months of everybody just like, "I'm done with you." We have Dante. We have Christina. We have Jocelyn. Um, Jocelyn, Dante, Christina, and I believe the last person was Molly, and it really may have been somebody else up and through there that Oh, and Anna. So Dante, Anna, Jocelyn, Christina, Molly, all of them saying their words like saying all these things to Sonny, and obviously Sonny is not on his medication anymore. He feels like everybody's against him, and it's not like he not taking his medication. It's just people decided to screw with his medication. So it's just like, wow, this is crazy because at the end of the day, I don't agree with anybody screwing with anybody's mental health, especially the medication that is going to help regulate that for them. So now Sonny is on the roof of the hospital. He's taking off his jacket. He's replaying all these moments in his mind. And he picked that foot up. And by next episode, he's going to be standing on the ledge talking to somebody, talking about "You're not here." And that's where we're going to see Morgan, the hallucination of Morgan. Ava, this is 2014 all over again. Odds stacked against you. And there's no telling what could happen. Now, my question is, what is Rick like? Why is Rick here? What is Rick gonna do? I have a feeling it's going to be either TJ so upset that he sues Christina for wrongful death, or Rick and Alexis team up to go after Ava. I could see that happening. Rick for his daughter and his brother, not Christina, Alexis for her daughters and her granddaughter. I could see that happening. I could see the team up happening to go after Ava. And it's just like, Ava, this legit would have been classified as an accident. Hell, you really could have just blamed it all on Jagger. But you messed around and decided to create a fake crime scene, and then people are going over that room with a fine-tooth comb, and they're going to figure out that Christina's prints are on that chair, but they're not on anything else in that room. And because they're going over everything, they're going to find his bags. This is a mess. I wish we had a normal pregnancy on this show. I wholeheartedly wish that. I don't know what's gonna happen to Christina, but girl, I feel like she about to slip into a coma, and I hope Sonny don't jump. I hope he don't jump. I really don't. This is a mess. But with that being said, that was it. That was all I don't have more to give y'all for today. I'm trying to come back for some wrestling content because I love wrestling. So I'm gonna try to get into that and give y'all some of that. But don't forget to hit that subscription button, hit that notification bell, and then click those links in the description box down below. Vote.gov, vote.org, because y'all need to get out here and vote in the small elections and the big elections, the little elections, the medium elections, the petite elections, and the big and tall elections. Okay, go out there, get out there and vote. I'm going to vote tomorrow. Practice your civic duty. Let's be clear on something. If your vote didn't matter, if it didn't count, if it wasn't important, they wouldn't be trying to snatch your rights away. And you too can change some things, okay? A vote helps. All votes help. With that being said, I'll see y'all later for the next one. Bye.